Mr. Speaker, I rise today with both gratitude and a heavy heart to honor the extraordinary life of a dear friend, a devoted public servant, and a guardian of our community, former Buffalo Police Commissioner Rocco J. Diina, who passed away on October 5th at the age of 75. Commissioner Diina was a pillar of Western New York, a man whose leadership, character, and compassion shaped our great city. His legacy is etched in the lives he protected, the hope he restored, the community he made safer each and every day, and the family and friends that he loved. Rocco grew up on Tacoma Avenue in North Buffalo, the middle of three brothers and a proud, hard-working family rooted in faith, service, and devotion to community. Those values guided his life and charted the course of his calling. At just 18 years old, he walked through the doors of the Buffalo Police Department as a cadet. He wasn't drawn to the badge for prestige or distinction. He answered the call out of duty, earning a reputation for trust and honesty. After 2 decades in uniform and a distinguished career serving and protecting the great city of good neighbors, Rocco retired, though anyone who knew him knew he would not stay away for long. In 1994, his lifelong friend, Mayor Anthony Masiello, called him back to serve, this time as Deputy Police Commissioner. 4 years later, he became the City of Buffalo's Police Commissioner. In that role, Commissioner Diina didn't just lead the department, he transformed it. He brought innovation and modernization to the department and streamlined precinct operations. He opened doors once closed, appointing the city's first African-American woman to serve as deputy commissioner, an act of leadership that strengthened both the department and our city. Among his proudest achievements was reopening Buffalo Police Athletic League, a program built on the belief that trust is forged not through authority, but through relationships. Through sports, mentorship, and guidance, PAL created a bridge between law enforcement and young people yearning for opportunity and connection. Today, it serves more than 20,000 children each year, a living testament to the enduring impact of Rocco's vision. For Commissioner Diina, public safety was about restoring hope, investing in youth, and strengthening the bond between community and those sworn to serve it. But beyond every title and every professional achievement stood the role he cherished most, that of husband, father, and grandfather. He met the love of his life, Anna Marie, at a hot dog stand at Crystal Beach, and the rest was history. For more than 50 years, they built a family grounded in love, laughter, and loyalty. Together, they raised 2 exceptional children, Rebecca and Rocco Jr., and delighted in the joy of 5 grandchildren, the light of their lives and the pride of their hearts. Rocco was a steadfast leader who was tough when duty demanded it and compassionate when humanity required it. Even after stepping out of public office, his mission never changed. Rocco founded RJD Security, growing it from a small startup into one of Western New York's most trusted security firms. In doing so, he continued what had always driven him, protecting people, supporting local businesses, and safeguarding the places that make community possible. We honor Commissioner Rocco Diina for the department he strengthened, the neighborhoods and the city that he made safer, and for reminding us what true leadership looks like. Service before self, strength without ego, and kindness without hesitation. Today, I ask my colleagues to join me in honoring his remarkable life. We offer our deepest condolences to the Diina family, who shared him so generously with all of us. May we strive to emulate his leadership with integrity, his service with humility, and his love and unwavering devotion to our community. On behalf of a grateful city of Buffalo, Western New York community, and nation, may Commissioner Rocco J. Diina rest in peace. I yield back.